taken down for copyright. Yeah, I am apparently almost done with this game.
Titan must be having a different effect on Ivy. Her plants are growing. They'll soon be out of control. Looks like the plants are mutating further. That pod appears to contain similar spores to the ones Ivy used to attack Gotham last year. They're deadly.
I have 2 upgrade points available. I thought I'd get this next just to prove that it doesn't work. Although you do get to explode one later. Okay. This is where I'm supposed to be, right? Yeah, okay. Yep. Alright. And boink. Over we go. Oh, this part's a fucking pain in the ass. Okay.
Batman.
Yeah, what up?
I figured you'd be here about now. What's the deal with the plants?
It's complicated.
Let me guess. Poison Ivy. She teamed up with Joker.
All that matters is that I can stop the plants taking over the island, but...
There's always a but, isn't there?
Where do you keep Killer Croc? I found a door in the sewers, but it's sealed shut.
That monster's got his own special cell. It's right below the transfer room back in intensive treatment. Elevator goes right down to an old sewer. We just drop meat down there every day or so and try to forget about it. It's locked off. More security than the Joker. You won't get in without the warden's permission. He has the codes.
Thanks, Cash. Stay here and do not go near the plants. They'll kill you.
Via intensive treatment. That is in the middle of the map in Arkham North. Okay.
I never thought I'd see a plant. Freaking plant ripping someone apart.
Hey. Womp. Yay. Oh, good news. I'm not hating the Omega Man. I mean, I didn't hate it to begin with. I was bored by it in the first issue and a half. But, I'm on issue 4 or 5 now, and I'm not bored by it anymore. But at the same time, come on, let me... No! But then at the same time, that's kind of the way that I work with Miracle Man as well, which was written by the same writer. Because, Miracle Man was about the same number of pages, which is like 200 plus pages.
I thought you'd never...
Omega Men is closer to 300. I remember with Miracle Man, I read it and I kept being interested by it, but it never got, like, good, if that makes sense. Like, parts of it weren't bad, parts of it were entertaining. The concepts were there. It's just the execution kept leaving me feeling... kept leaving me feeling like, more could have been done, and it could have been done better. But, like, don't get me wrong, the characters felt real. Hold on. The characters felt real. The situations were alright. One of the reasons why maybe I, wasn't the biggest fan of Miracle Man was because, I didn't know any of the characters going in. Like, I had never read anything with Big Barda or, Miracle Man, before then. So I didn't have an emotional connection to these characters at all at this point. But that said, I only know one character that's in Omega Men, and that's someone that gets kidnapped in the first issue. So it's like, this is where I'm supposed to be, right? So it's like, I don't know if that's my
Batman, every route into intensive treatment is locked,
if the reason why I'm liking this better is because it has that person in it, so like I have some emotional attachment to it.
He got there somehow.
Or if it's because just fucking it's a better story. But maybe I don't hate this writer outright. I need to finish Omega Men before I decide if that's the case or not, but because I finished Miracle Man and decided it wasn't great. But if you asked me halfway through, I would have been like, yeah, no, it's really good. Because I kept being drawn back to it. The more I read, the more I wanted to read. But by the end of it, I felt unfulfilled.
I'm seeing seismic activity all over Arkham Island. You okay?
Ivy's plants are taking hold. I've got to stop them before the entire island is under
Like, Miracle Man, I'd say, is like a 7.5 out of 10. Like, it's got a lot of good parts in it. But because, for some reason, it doesn't feel like it ever does enough with those parts, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, if you're okay with a lackluster ending, by all means, go for it, but if that sounds like something that would make you not be interested, then maybe Miracle Man isn't for you. Although, it was, like, it came to its logical conclusion. Like, what happened in it had basically been stated in issue 1. Oh, hey, this is probably what's gonna happen. And it happened almost exactly like that. I'm like, okay. Maybe that's why it was fucking a little bit of a letdown when it ended. Because I saw exactly where it was coming from.
Are they ready? Have you planted the explosives yet?
Good. Razor's just finishing his off now.
Good. Let's test it out.
Man, you guys really like ICP, huh?
bat. Sealed off the door. No way in or out.
No way these dudes are
Alright, so they are wearing suicide collars, so I can give the sonic batarang a chance and see if it actually works. I swear to God it doesn't, though.
Why? What do you think is gonna happen?
I just hope he stays away, that's all. I don't want
And that's why it's not in any subsequent Batman game, if you ask me.
Yeah, yes.
Like, ready? Watch. I'll throw it right here. Oh shit, I forgot those were a thing. Oh shit. Okay, cool. They decided to stop following me all of a sudden.
I'll cover over here.
Okay, sonic battering. Shit.
You may want to go west and check out the walkway. Keep going.
Even if it has explosives on it, I kind of just need to get away. No, come back. I wanna... Okay, whatever. And ledge takedown now. Shit. Okay. It's fine. Here, so I'll put a sonic batarang down right next to him. But see, A, his collar still went off. But B, when more people come here to check out the body, it won't turn off their collars, and that's the whole point of it. If I'm not mistaken, like, tuned to resonate at the exact frequency of the nearest Arkham suicide collar. Oh, attracting that henchman. Useful for luring them into a trap. Once thrown... Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess it does work. It was always my understanding that, It was always my understanding that it was supposed to make it so that their collars didn't work. So anyone you threw it near, you could do a silent takedown.
Find him, or we're next, you hear me?
And they wouldn't,
Batman, can you hear me? Show yourself!
Other enemies wouldn't be drawn to that.
No way the bat's coming here, no way. The front door's locked, the back door's locked, and the roof is mine. We're stripped.
Hello? There's a package in the control room. I think you might want to go and check it out.
Found it. Man down, over here!
Okay, I'll do it. Yep, and then whomp. Yep, he sees me. Shit. I was really hoping that I could get to the other side and open up the grate and just fucking run through there.
That loser didn't stand a chance!
Alright, I'm gonna skip over the cutscene this time.
Why are we beefing up security here again?
Joker wants this building kept free of the bat. Sealed off the door. No way in or out.
No way they're stupid enough to go back in.
Fucking... You could have written the word great, G-R-A-T-E, and it would have worked. I feel like, anyway.
Wait, that's all. I don't want any more trouble. Joker's nearly done. Then we can all get the hell off the free guy.
Yeah, I guess.
Batman. What?
Do they see me? Oh, shit, birds.
You may want to go west. Down the walkway. Keep going.
Wait, don't go yet. Shit. Okay, cool. I should be able to... Oh, I thought... When they said found him, I thought they meant they found me. Off the edge. Can I... Can I pull him off the edge? Yes! I'm just gonna keep tugging him off the edge. I mean, technically you could take an audio file of what I just said and make it so that I said, I'm just gonna keep tugging him off.
Man down! Man down!
I knew that. Topher Grace. One. I'm on your boat? Okay, whatever. I knew he was from that 70s show when Spider-Man 3 came out. But I didn't watch that 70s show, so it never, like, was a thing for me. Or should I say for me?
I'm sure there used to be more of them down there.
Okay. This room has been dealt with. Do I need to go through there? Where am I going? Where do we go? Behind me. Oh, I know. Oh, hell yeah. We get fucking the worst part of this game, and when I say that, I mean it's one of the best parts, honestly. But oh, yeah, no, never mind. It's not where I thought it was just yet, but it will be in a minute. I mean, you don't want... I wouldn't suggest watching Spider-Man 3 all that much. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, the castings for those movies were weird, because, fucking... I wouldn't really think of... Like, for Green Goblin, yes, I can see Willem Dafoe, but I don't see him as Norman Osborn. Like, he feels like he could perfectly do the, Green Goblin aspect, but I don't see him being, like, the businessman. And also, well, I liked the casting, what's his face? Fuck, what's his... James Franco is a kind of weird choice for, Harry Osborn. Here, I always go with the right one, so let me do that again. And there's a riddle up here. I'm also not huge on Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson, but that's mainly because I don't like the way that they did Mary Jane Watson in the movie, so I guess she's not really to blame. Alright, so this game's about to do a thing, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it's going to do it here or not. It might be a different time when I walk through here. Nope, it's going to do it here.
Did anyone catch the game last night?
This. So, my first, like, every single time I've played this on the Xbox 360, no matter how many times I played it, I always thought that my disc was fucking up right when it did that. So, like, I beat it, like, 10 or so times on Xbox 360. When it did that, like, most of those times, I would just quickly eject the disc and be like, fuck, check it, there were no scratches, and I'd put it back in, and it would happen again, and I'd always be like, alright, let me just play it out, see how it happens. And sure enough, it was just part of the game, but it got me every single fucking time.
You were right, Mr. J. Classic Marta case with delusions of grandeur. Cuckoo.
If you have any questions, please visit us at www.ithinkimgoingcrazy.
Does Bruce not have his cape on right now? It looks like he doesn't have his cape on right now. Yeah, it's not going over his shoulder, so he must not.
Hey, sweetheart, you're gonna miss the party.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. You can see there's a gap in the back of his cowl where the cape is supposed to come out.
Just had to check your prisoner, dear.
Whatever. Just be careful. He's not looking too good.
No, he's not. We really should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane. What is going on inside your head?
I like this version of Scarecrow because he looks very comic book villain.
Just a twisted shell of a man.
Compared to
He's all yours, Joker.
Compared to Scarecrow and Batman Arkham Knight, where it just is good design.
I've waited a long time for this dance. Let's start the party with a bang.
Press the center button to use the middle stick to dodge. Yep, that's what it says. The non-existent middle stick. I like how I'm covered in dirt and shit now. Line launcher.
What are you trying to do?
Whoa, nope. Wow, one of them... Oh no, the batarangs only knock these guys out apparently. They're not enough to... So, yeah, it's kind of neat to see, It's kind of neat to see Bruce change into Scarecrow every once in a while. But I feel like it would make more sense with the theme of the game and the theme of the series. Oh, I'm going to put it down a little bit. I think it would make more sense with the theme of the game and the theme of the series a little bit more if during those flashes where he changes character models, if he switched into the Joker instead. Like right there. I feel like it would make more sense if he switched into the Joker as opposed to switching into Scarecrow. Come on, let me clap. Thank you. That said, it would have been, and I know they didn't plan fucking 4 games ahead, 3 games ahead, I guess. But with how Arkham Knight exists, and I'm not going to spoil any plot points in that, other than the ending, which I have spoiled already before. But it would have made sense even more. But oh well.
When I Joker aimed to take over this bug house, like many of us. I thought he was crazy. When he outlined his vision of a hospital dedicated to ensuring inmates remain loopy for as long as possible, I thought he was wacky. He held me down, raised a talented smile. Understand the end point. Situated in a small island in Gotham Bay, we stopped at nothing to ensure no screwball flight occurred. Recent successes with Bruce Wayne, a classic case of split.
Oh wow, I can't believe I actually survived that one.
Have cemented our reputation as a pioneering slaughter.
Good.
There's no real progress, but he seems to enjoy his work for what they do. Our new patients.
Holy shit, I actually threaded the needle there.
I think you need a little more. Tell me, what demons do you have left to beat? Shall we see?
Let the sky fall.
Are you enjoying the extra dose, little bat? Oh, I won't rush things this time. I'm going to savor every moment of your terror as I slowly destroy you.
Broke my combo. Give me your sword. Thank you.
You're fighting back. Good. It can only weaken your resolve.
Oh boy, I wonder how this big enemy is supposed to be stopped.
How much more do you think you can take? Does it scare you to know that I've already defeated
Boink, 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 boink. Dude, I can't wait till I fucking play Batman Arkham City because I'm so much better at the combat in that because it controls a little bit better and also has more fucking options to incorporate gadgets into the combat. And like I was playing some last night by myself, obviously by myself, but like not streaming.
You've ingested enough toxins to drive 10 men insane.
And
What are you? Why fight it, Batman? You're as crazy as the rest of us. You need us as
and
much
I
as
got
we need
fucking, I
you.
think, a combo up to like 70 something or so, 50 something maybe.
With enough fear gas to break the minds of everyone in Gotham for 100 years.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm only gonna do like an hour of this game tonight. Cause now, half an hour in, I'm getting a little bit in the mood to stop. Alright.
So what's down there?
Killer Croc cell. Well, you've heard the stories.
See, that riddle doesn't make sense. Elevating fear to new depths.
No one goes.
Elevating means going up. Depths implies inward, which would not be
Lock the
up.
door behind him. He ain't coming out again.
Maybe that's just me. Wait, hold on. Why does this room fucking exist then? Okay. could have sworn that was an option. To disarm him? It did not disarm him. I'm trying to remember what that last upgrade that I get is. Like, I know I get another upgrade for one of my already existing things, but it takes up the same spot it already has. So, like, what fucking upgrade do I get that I don't have already? It's not the freeze one, because that's in Arkham City.
Patient interview number 1.
So, I'm your first, and I touch. You know what they say, you never forget your first time. I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame? Notoriety? A desire to stand out from the crowd? A wicked sense of humor?
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful as you.
Really? You're just playing with me.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
Down we go. Oh, here, let me get the sonic battering upgrade. Oh, remote control battering, that's what it is. Which I don't think I actually need at all in this particular game. So. That's why I didn't fucking remember it.
Me too.
It's borderline pointless.
How's the boss let him walk around this place?
No one here is wearing a collar.
Just another distraction for the bat.
Oh, that would have been real cool if I fucking blocked that. That's all, folks. Jesus Christ.
And I'll kill him. Then cash. Then you. In your dream. Now get him. Now.
Okay. Boop. Ba-doop. So, what else would you like to watch while we are in Milford, this coming week?
Too late, Batman!
one step closer, and this goes into the water. The cave will fill with your deepest, darkest nightmares, and you will never reach your precious venom roots.
Don't do it, Crane.
I was thinking about potentially one of these Michael Myers Halloween movies. But I don't know. We'd have to see if we could find it anywhere first. I'm trying to think of other spooky movies that might work. Just be warned, like, the rest of the Halloween movies aren't
I'm heading into Croc's lair to collect the plant spores
like,
I've
if I got my pick, I'd
some
pick
kind
probably
of
Halloween
sewer
4.
network.
So
Send me
that
the
one's
schematics. It's like a
very
maze down here.
plain
There's nothing
and
on
not
record.
great.
Bruce,
It's not
are you sure
the
about
worst,
this? Sounds like a suicide mission.
but it's not great.
I've got no choice. I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
What about Croc?
Croc's just an animal.
Okay.
And animals just need traps and the right bait. I'll be fine.
Since you've seen
I'll contact
Halloween
you when
1,
I'm done.
Halloween 2 might make sense.
These
But at the
floating
same
platforms
time,
will support me.
I just think
But
it's
we'll also
whatever.
send
Then again, I
sound
haven't
waves
watched
through
it
the
in
water,
fucking
giving
ages.
away my position to Croc. I'll need to move as slowly
Like
as
5
possible.
years at least, but definitely more. Shit. I'll try to think of some good movies for us to watch. Oh, dude, my stomach's bothering me. I should not have had fucking pistachio ice cream and then fucking potato chips back to back. It is not agreeing with me. Come on, work! Work, you son of a bitch! My fucking batarang was supposed to hit him in the collar. It didn't.
I will enjoy feast.
I mean, if we could find it, and also if we hated ourselves, we could do a Suicide Squad with drinking. But I also probably don't want to do that because I enjoy my time. I'm supposed to go that way, aren't I? Yeah. Well, this is the fastest way around, isn't it?
These spores don't contain enough of the antivenom mold. I'm going to need to find more.
Whoops. I wonder where King is. Did you get a notification for this video, by the way? King, you did? Oh, shitbirds. Okay. I was gonna say, and that's why he's not here. Shit, where is he? There he is. Uncharted, but I figured since I started that early, that might have something to do with why he wasn't there, so I was like, oh, I'll give him time. And also, whenever I message him, I feel... Oh, come on! If you did nothing to make this the case, but, I just feel like I'm pushing my shit. I'm pushing my shit too hard. Like, I'm trying to be like, yo, watch my stuff. Like, it's... Like, if I were to message him being like, hey, I'm streaming, I kind of feel like I'm implying that it's not okay to miss a stream, if that makes sense. Because if I were to do that for every episode that he misses, then, like, again, it feels like it implies that it's not okay to miss a stream. And I know I'm repeating myself, but god damn it, I do that every day. Every day I stream. Come on, chill. Leland, fucking chill. Every day I stream, I repeat myself fucking multiple times because I haven't said in the past, and this is me repeating myself again. It's hard to do this fucking shit every day and not say the same thing multiple times. Oh, it's right here.
I've got enough spores. I need to get back to the Batcave and formulate the antidote.
I mean, it's not the end of the world.
You've activated a sonar beacon down there. Clever.
Oracle, I'm getting out of here.
No, it was an angry wink.
He won't be a problem.
Alright, so I think I'll do the Poison Ivy boss fight, which is what I'm gonna do once I get out of here. And then I'll call it, because I think that will take me to the 1 hour, 10-minute mark, just about. Which is what I did for Uncharted today as well. Oh, come on! 2 hours, 1 minute is not bad for a stream that I normally do for an hour and a half. Shit! Going the wrong way. Oh, shit. Come on. Okay. Nope. That'd be cool if you could see where he was under the things when you put on Detective Vision.
I can taste you.
It would have been a nice little detail. Right, he's definitely gonna come up right here. Ready? He's somewhere. There he is. See you do that, Croc. Nope. This way? Yes. Thank God. Okay. I think he just starts breaking them all from here forward, right? Yeah.
You can't run from me.
Movie I haven't seen in a while, and actually I stand by this as a whole, but I prefer 1 and 3. The Men in Black trilogy. The only reason I prefer 1 and 3 though is because I saw the second one multiple times, because whenever I'd want to watch the first one, I'd put it in the disc and scratch a little bit more, so I just didn't watch the second one.
Not down here.
Batman. Oh shit, nope. Okay. One guy left.
Get him on the ground.
And while I have my wine. Whoop.
I take it you felt that. The plants are going crazy. I'm getting seismic spikes in all locations. It's not good.
It's okay. I've got the mold samples. I'm heading to the Batcave to mix up the antidote.
Good. I tell you to hurry, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Contact me in the cave if you need anything.
And double whoop.
Scan and open.
Why do you have to say scan and open? Why can't you just say scan? Because assuming that, like, that microphone on the outside is... I mean, I guess... Assuming that, like, if you were at his back computer and just said scan, it wouldn't open the door, because, like,
How
let's
close
just
are you to
came to the
making
door
the
and you told
cure?
to scan.
Close.
Assuming
It's been more
that the door
difficult than
works
I
differently.
expected.
Why would you need a scan and open fucking thing?
The process
Why
is
couldn't
slow,
you just say scan
difficult,
and then have
and
it
doesn't
open
produce
to
much
you?
antidote.
Because, like,
And
I don't know.
the good
Anyway.
news?
The chemical will definitely stop Ivy. It may also reverse the Titan transformation. I need to run some more tests to be sure. I've set the computer to create more, but I need to get out of here and find Ivy.
Thank God. Her plans have reached the Gotham River. Batman! Bruce, are you alright?
Oh, dude, part of me might actually need to call this soon.
I'm fine.
My stomach's bothering me. Yeah, see, here's the other upgrade for a gadget I already have I was talking about. And again, it only exists in this one. There's a handful of gadgets that are from this series that only exist in this game. Then again, I think there's like one that exists in I could be mistaken, but I think there's like one that exists in Arkham City, but doesn't come into play after that. Nope, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong, actually. Thinking about it now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We need a long, dramatic shot of the landscape. We gotta see where I'm gonna glide. Did you get that, audience? That's where you're supposed to go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And up to Daisy. Oh shit, that's like right next to it. Come on, make it! Oh, fuck me. Alright, grapple up. Am I right at the start again? Oh no, it was kind enough to put me there. Or was it? There's nothing over here, right? Yeah, no. I think I might be able to see a fucking Riddler trophy from here, but... Oh, come on, I want... Okay. Oh no, it didn't put me back to where... Okay. Okay. This is the story of a girl. Cried a river and drowned the whole world. Looks so sad and photographs, but I absolutely love her when she smiles. Oh, so you don't... Oh, come on! So you don't love her the rest of the time? That's kind of fucked up, bruh, huh? I like you. Okay, this is the right way, correct? I have 2 upgrades available again. Yeah, I think so. What I should have said was absolutely, but oh well. Yeah, and then go through there. Yep, okay. Nope, fuck off.
Batman,
Ow.
running a simulation
Ow.
of the damage Ivy's plants will do if they reach Gotham.
They won't get that far. My antidote will stop them and Ivy.
I hope you're right. I'm here if you need me.
See, the main reason I don't do that is because, the main reason I don't actually punch them is because if I remember correctly, they actually spawn back by the, next time you come through. You don't come through like you say you do. Now I'm brown. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they respawn next time you run through the area. That's why most of the time I don't bother with fucking putting holes in them.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Actually,
Unfortunately, nothing
Riddler,
is
yeah,
simple.
technically.
I'm at the main sewer junction and appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
Man, Bruce, where'd you learn to fist like that?
The Titan water seems to be corrosive, but it shouldn't trouble the suit. What have you found out?
I'm not sure you're ready for this.
No, but
You
go
know
ahead.
what? I said that I can tell you about the Batman story I thought about while we drive, but I can also just talk about it from here.
It releases the water into the Gotham River. Normally, it's safe,
But this time it's full of Titan.
Until I stop playing.
How do I stop it?
I'm working on it.
It'll take like 15 minutes to talk about. Oh, I already got this one. So like I said, it would be like an Elseworld story, and I actually thought of something. So, if I've talked about how if I got my way, I'd like to make a DC movie universe. And something I thought of is one of the times, like the fucking, I don't know, third or so Justice League movie, maybe, yeah, the third Justice League movie, would, be like a fucking big fucking deal. And then at the end of the second movie, the villain reveals itself for the next movie.
I'll shut them all down.
What will happen if this Titan stuff reaches Gotham?
Oh, wait.
It won't reach Gotham.
And, we set up that there's going to be a Crisis on Infinite Earths type thing going on where, they need heroes from different fucking universes. So they're going to start recruiting or whatever. I didn't think that far into it because like this was something I just thought about today alone. But assuming that the DC movies are run in phases, like Marvel is, then what would happen would be, let's say that was Phase 4, where that one Justice League movie sets up Crisis on Infinite Earths. The entire next phase would just be movies from Earths that we will see their hero. And then the final movie in that phase would be the Crisis on Infinite Earths story. Anyway, hold on.
Just business.
Business? What kind of business practices result in a house full of mutilated corpses?
I don't like having my time wasted. Someone doesn't pay. They need a lesson. They owed me.
So you killed them, tore up their bodies. The police never found all the pieces.
They should have looked in the sewers.
Are you saying you hid them there?
After a while. Usually takes about 8 hours.
Time to go, Brock. Get him.
So the Batman story of that, not the new Batman story that I would tell that doesn't take place on the Earth that the rest of the movies take place on. I haven't worked out the ages yet to make it work out, but otherwise I have the story sorted out. So it starts off with fucking them going to see, sure, let's go with Mark of Zorro at the Monarch Theater, because that's how fucking all of Batman's stories go. Going to the Monarch Theater, seeing Mark of Zorro, or any fucking movie or theater show, whatever, what have you. And then the plot twist is instead of
Batman is down there with you. He must not get to that control room.
Instead of both of Bruce's parents dying that night, just Bruce's mother does. And Bruce is 8 years old. They go back home, and soon after, in broad fucking daylight, Thomas Wayne shoots and guns down the man that killed his wife. Because there were so many witnesses, even his lawyers weren't able to get him off. So he goes away for, he still gets a reduced sentence, 15 years, ish. That's the amount of time. Oh, come on. All right, let me restart from checkpoint. That's the amount of time I thought of in my head. It can be changed to make the ages work, so Bruce has plenty of time to be Batman for like 2 years and also train to be Batman. But let's say 15 years for right now. So Bruce is still raised without both parents, still raised by Alfred, and Bruce's logic is still that he's gonna go fight crime, because if his mother didn't get murdered by a criminal, his dad wouldn't have killed fucking that criminal, and he'd still have both of his parents. So it's still the same general deal. And then the movie continues. It shows Bruce training for a little bit. It's not going to make a huge deal of the training. But okay, now he's Batman. He's somewhere between the ages of 16 and 20. Son of a bitch. He's somewhere between the ages of 16 and 20. And he's Batman now. Something in the ballpark of 2 years are going to pass while he's Batman. And we're going to show him going head-to-head with his first villain. And it's gonna be the story of him going up against that villain. I don't know who that villain's gonna be. It's not important to the story, strangely enough.
Hold on, I'm coming with you.
Now, he loses. He loses the fight. Bruce Wayne dies. And then about one more year passes. And then Thomas Wayne gets released from prison. Bruce always visited his father in prison as often as he could. And Thomas notices when his son stops visiting him. And he talks to Alfred about it. Alfred explains everything. And he sets out to finish the work his son had started, because he also agrees that these criminals need to be stopped. That's why he killed the one guy. And in this way, he won't be put in prison because he'll be wearing a mask. Shit, don't let me die. Don't let me die. Okay. He's wearing a mask. He's got these gadgets to do it more effectively. I haven't decided if he kill or not. But the movie ends with him confronting the person that killed Bruce. I haven't decided what goes on from there. I threw around the idea of maybe he kills him, and I say kills him, and that is in air quotes for right now, because I kind of like the idea of him killing, like pointing a gun at him. Shit, I'm dead. Pointing the gun at him. You hear a gunshot as the screen rapidly goes black. End of the movie. It doesn't feel like a very satisfying ending, though. That's my thing. But the reason, like, we don't see him fucking kill the person would have been because that's right as he gets taken to wherever the fucking heroes from our regular universe are. But yeah, so we see the story would follow for both Bruce and Thomas being Batman. And then the Crisis on Infinite Earth story. This is why that part is important to me. At least having multiple of the same hero, specifically Batman. Because I want them to be able to work with each other. And I had the idea that, hypothetically, if they were to recruit all these Bat people, it would be... the Batman would be Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, and maybe Damian Wayne, too.
Someone, get over there! Hold up, I'm coming with you.
So that way, anyone that had been, like, all of the men that had been alongside Bruce at some point in his journey, other than Alfred, I guess, had been, like, had in one Earth become Batman. Anyway, the reason I want them to be a thing is because this way I can have all of them meet, all of them work together, and then I can kill Thomas Wayne. The character that the audience has seen a movie follow, they hopefully feel sympathetic towards him because he lost his son. We watched how he reacted. He'd been imprisoned for trying to fight crime, granted murder, but still. And then while he's dying, he and Bruce have this heart-to-heart. And Thomas Wayne says something along the lines of how, because he made a mistake, he lost an extra 15 years of time that he could have spent with Bruce. And since then, he'd just been wanting one more day that he could have spent with his son.
Over here! The damn
and now, even though it's the worst case it's the worst kind of scenario, he got that chance, so it's okay. In that he's content with dying now because he got to spend an extra day with Bruce. And it could be such a fucking heartbreaking scene, while also being very, very Batman. And like that's why I'm like, I very much want to do that, but it would be difficult to do. Like, it'd be difficult to get to that point without either A, just being hired to write for DC, or B, making out this entire movie universe that I've already explained the rough idea of.
What's going on? We gotta find you. You hear me?
Oh, shit, birds. Let me up the stairs, please. Thank you.
Come on. Start yourself. I lost it.
So yeah, I'm feeling my stomach's feeling better right now than it was earlier, so I am going to try to continue to that one part. I didn't expect this segment to take nearly as long as it is, but where's that last guy? That last guy's unaccounted for. Okay, he's down there. I'm still gonna try to play through to the Poison Ivy fight. Yeah, I very much like the idea of that, because the closest thing we've had in comics that I can think of, I'm sure there's been something like that, but the closest thing that I can think of that we've had in comics is in Flashpoint, which I've explained to you in the past very briefly. You can Google it if you're curious about it at all. But in Flashpoint, that's one of the two Earths that I know of where Thomas Wayne is Batman. On neither of the Earths, actually, this might not be true. I was going to say, on neither of the Earths is it the case that I set up, but that might actually be the case on Earth 2. I'm not entirely sure. Let me
covered
Google it.
old wounds. Fresh blood was injected into the body. Bright new minds came, and all swore to uphold our promises. We all knew we were the ones to fix this city, and the city would thank us.
I still haven't found an answer yet, but, because New 52, Earth 2, I know that Bruce Wayne is Batman for the first issue, and then he dies, and then, like, 20 issues later, there's a new Batman. There's this whole, oh, who is this Batman mystery? And it turns out it's Thomas Wayne, and if I remember correctly, he's taking these pills that, make him able to do all these Batman-y things. Like, he hasn't had as much training as Bruce, but because he has these pills, he can be as efficient as regular Batman. And I would probably incorporate that into the story, because this story is honestly heavily inspired by, yeah, both Flashpoint Batman, but more so Earth 2 Batman. That said, fuck, where was I going? Where was I going with that? Yeah, the closest thing I can think of that a Batman story has done to them having that interaction is in Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne is Batman. Flash has this conversation with him, is like, oh hey, I'm from this same Earth. It's just shit went down. I know your son. Your son is in the position you're in right now. He is Batman. You died, not him. All that jazz. So, when Flash has to go back in time again to set the timeline right, Thomas Wayne is like, here, take this. It's a note. Give it to Bruce. I don't remember if we ever actually learned what it said. But last I remember, he still has it in that cave, so it could be revisited eventually. But they never got to meet each other again. So that's something that we'd be able to do. And also, with the exception of now they're both Batman, it would also be the versions of each other that they meet is the same version that the other one lost. Like, Bruce lost his father, an older man, like not an old man, but an older man. And that's who this Batman is. And Thomas lost his son, but on that Earth, he lost his son as a young adult, and that's more or less who this Batman is. This Batman will probably be like a few years older. He wouldn't be the exact age. But they still get to see the person they lost in the way that they remember them. It's not like Thomas gets to see Bruce all grown up when he knew him as a child.
That's Punk 3 disabled.
They see each other, they recognize who each other is without even having to say anything. So they both get to have a moment where it's like, yeah, it's basically just a moment in time that they never normally would have gotten to say any last things that they need to say. And that is the only reason I most likely changed my mind about Bruce Wayne dying in my movie universe, because I originally wanted that to happen, but I don't know if I want it to happen anymore because of that. Maybe I'll just have him like get paralyzed and retire, and then we come up with a workaround to make him so his legs work again. Maybe just like an exosuit like he has in Kingdom Come or Justice. Something along those lines. It's definitely something that I would need to workshop, but it's definitely something that could be done. So, also, once you read All-Star Superman, I can tell you how my plan is to set up Flashpoint, which ideally would be about where Marvel is now, like 20-something movies down the line. Would be the Flashpoint movie would be the last movie I would work on. I would let whoever wants to do DC movies after that, I'd let them take over. And Flashpoint would be their first major project. It'd be a two-person collaboration. Because they can put their ideas so they can set up where they want the movie universe to head into, but I can work so I can make sure that that's my movie universe that I help set up. Fuck. But yeah, so once you read All-Star Superman, I can explain how I would make Flashpoint work in that universe, and also once you finish Green Lantern Earth 1, I can explain how the Green Lantern movie would work too, because it is very, very similar. It is very, very similar to how I would have my Green Lantern movie go. It's very similar to Green Lantern Earth with a bunch of additions and a handful of changes, because you need additions, otherwise it would be like 5 minutes long. Closer to like 7 minutes, but I mean, care of everybody first and then worry about the guy. Shit, I guess maybe not.
Hey, someone
Because,
tell Bat Baby.
My Martian Manhunter movie would be loosely based on, DC The New Frontier, but only in the sense that it takes place during World War II, and it also, it's also the story of Martian Manhunter coming to Earth, but in DC The New Frontier, that's not the main aspect of it. Not off to a great start. And then Wonder Woman, I haven't decided what war I would want that to be. Just not preferably not like Iraq or some shit. Maybe the Korean War I could actually potentially look at. That was a war, right? I don't know shit about this. It's not important when Wonder Woman takes place to me, because I haven't, like, I know that I want it to be the second or third movie of the universe, depending where I put Green Lantern. That, Martian Manhunter, and the first Superman movie, I thought, like, the least about. Womp! Ow. Nope. This'll hurt. You, I'm guessing. Ah, son of a bitch. I'm gonna pack a little bit tomorrow, probably. But most of it's gonna be on Saturday. Hit him again! Fuck! Each time I go to throw a punch, they fucking punch me back. And I'm not even trying to punch them. My issue right now is that they keep... They keep huddling over around the fucking Titans. So I can't attack them without getting fucking dicked by the Titan, vice versa. Kill someone already. Okay, we're good. Alright, everyone charge. Cool, and I'm dead. Cool. Cool.
Oh, I'd like to thank my fans.
Alright, maybe I won't.
Undying
I'll just get to the
support.
Botanical Gardens and then I'll call it, so I can start off next time that I play this with the Poison Ivy fight. Because I didn't expect this to take this many tries. And I might as well just give myself the health upgrade when I get lower health. Because I thought I was going to need it for the Poison Ivy fight, but it looks like I can use it now. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe this is my good try. Maybe that was my Mr. Good try. Everyone's favorite shot. Alright, whatever. Off we go. And fire this guy away. Ow. Whoa. Okay, we're good. Ow. Okay. Booking it. That still hurt me. Ow. Ow. Okay. Okay, I'm doing okay. Nope. Ow. Come on. Just let him fuck up the other people. Maybe not. Ow. Ow. No. No, it's important that I get to him. No! Everyone's an asshole. Ow, no. I'll let him get health back. It's okay. Wait. There we go. On. Okay. Yeah, but not that way. They were just mean. Yeah, aren't I supposed to... Oh, no. There we go. Oh, come on.
My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty,
Oh, no, I was right.
the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary. As he was subdued, he screamed out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor.
Okay, so... Give me 1 second. So, Batman Earth 2, Thomas Wayne. I said, for all I know, maybe he did survive, the killing, like how I thought of it. And yes, that is the case. Mine apparently wasn't as original as I had hoped. But, what happens with, that version of, Thomas Wayne, it does deviate, from what I had thought. 'Cause instead of killing, Joe Chill, who is typically the person that murders Bruce's parents, Thomas survived, but then dropped off the grid and was presumed dead. So he didn't spend any time in a typical prison, which is what mine was gonna have happen. I need to read more about this, though. One thing that would be neat that this
Ivy's getting stronger.
allows...
I need to stop her now.
I think she's still in the gardens where you left her, but she'll be in control of it now. You'll be walking into a trap.
That's what she thinks.
One thing that this allows, though, is for even in that one movie, there to be a clear distinction between these two Batmen and how they fight. Because I figure with his time in prison, if...
This island belongs to me now.
If Thomas learned how to fight in prison, he probably is more of a brawler than, like, fucking martial arts that I would have Bruce Wayne. Or I'd have Bruce know. So, so instead of having just the one fighting style, we get multiple from technically the same character, all Batman. But it's a pretty cool looking costume too. Thomas Wayne's Earth 2 counterpart. I suggest looking it up. I know it was a costume in Batman Arkham Origins, which again makes me upset that I can't play Batman Arkham Origins for a stream because it's got outfits that I didn't appreciate at the time. Because
what do you think?
Arkham City has a
I am everywhere.
has a Sinestro Corps Batman outfit.
You and your
Which I don't
kind
use,
are
it looks
arrogant
fucking
enough to think you
disgusting.
can destroy us. You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
And but Batman Arkham Origins, which takes place on Christmas Eve, so it's snowy and shit, has a White Lantern Batman outfit. And I remember, I think I used that the most because it was really interesting to see the White Lantern outfit, like the all-white outfit,
pay, Batman,
in a snow-covered area, especially because if Batman's trying to use stealth, a black and gray costume in the middle of fucking pale whiteness is not going to be good for stealth. So, I think that's the outfit I use the most, but, who would have thought? Okay, I understand. Stop!
Come and find me when you're done with that ring. Oh, it'll be fun. You remember the wine? I'll make salad.
But you know what they say, don't know what you got till it's gone. Pave paradise and put up a park. King Lot.
Gotta say, I thought...
God damn it! It's still not quite the same, but it's similar enough. I started reading the wiki for Earth 2 Thomas Wayne, and it was like, oh yeah, once he was no longer dropped off the grid, he came back to systematically kill Joe Chill and also the people who hired Joe Chill. In addition to that, fucking, I think it's called like Small Yellow Taxi or some shit like that, isn't it?
Come and find me when you're done with that ring.
I mean, like, I'd still do it. It's okay to have... Like, I just thought it was my own idea. And it still was, because I never ended up reading those issues, despite me having some of them. I never ended up getting around to reading most of Earth 2. But at the same time, like... It also takes place during the 90s, apparently. Or, no, it doesn't, but, in the 90s, Thomas returned and systematically killed Chill, the 3 thugs in Falcone's employ, and Frankie Falcone himself. Yeah, Bruce thought Thomas was dead, though. They do an interesting thing here. I'll talk about it in a second.
What if I'm too scared to remember? It hurts too much. Then I can help you.
Earth 2 comics are interesting, and honestly, I should read the issues I have.
Who is only halfway to the end.
But I remember they did I'll talk about fucking Earth 2 at some other point. Remind me next time I play Batman to talk about Earth 2, if you remember. It's gonna be like a week.
It's rude to keep a girl waiting.
Nope, stop, nope. But, yeah, it says that Bruce is investigating the murder of those people. He finds out his father is behind it and his father is alive.
So you're here at last. Do you like what
and
I've
disowns
done with
his
place?
father. And then when Bruce does die, his father takes over as Batman to continue his son's legacy, as well as atone for his mistakes. And I'm like, fuck.
Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals cannot be cured. Like dogs, they only respond to discipline. And if that fails, then I was afraid that these accidents would have to continue.
Nope, fuck off. Okay, cool. These things are the worst.
They've got nothing to you!
Are you hungry, my poor babies? Eat and grow strong.
Don't worry, I'm gonna call it in a hot second. Right, this feels like a good enough place to call it. It just saved. Well,
Are you ready for me? Do you think you can handle
look,
me?
technically there's a lantern on
I'm waiting in here. Come to me.
Come to Butthead. Yeah, see that right there in the middle of the screen, like right where the bottom of the white, like the first white line reaches. It's technically a Green Lantern logo. Alright, and that's what I'm gonna call it.